Welcome back to the channel. Today, what we're going to be working on are arms, and it's going to be all basic. We're going to do standing barbell curls and also standing tricep extensions. And when you're doing standing tricep extensions with your arms behind your head, it normally works that long muscle back here to give you that U shape in your tricep. And I'm going to do a little bit of straight bar if I can get the room in here with a straight bar, because when you're using a straight bar for doing curls, it tends to work both heads of the bicep at once, rather than using the zigzag bar, which pretty much concentrate the efforts on the outer head or the inner head. But if I use a wide enough grip, I should be able to incorporate both heads at the same time. So what I'm gonna end up doing is starting off, I should be able to do it this way. I'm gonna end up starting off with the bicep curl with just the bar. And we're gonna pretty much work both of these muscles at the same time. We're gonna go from one to the other. Gonna try to get 10 to 12 reps. I think I done lost count somewhere up in here, but I'm gonna try to do enough to make sure I then got my 12. And at the same time, you don't want to extend the arms all the way out like this, because that put a lot of torque on your elbows. You want to come halfway. You want to keep the elbows bent just a little bit. All right, then we're gonna flip it over. We're gonna do behind the head. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. So we got our 12 in. And another thing I like to do, I like to use 10-pound plates whenever I'm doing biceps, because I like to be able to get more work into the bicep, more work into the smaller muscle rather than using large weights. So we're gonna add a 10 to both sides. And if you don't think that the tactics that I'm using or the methods that I'm using would work, all I ask you to do is just try it. Just try it. But you see, we got a wide grip on this. That's both heads of the bicep at one time, because we got that wide grip. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Put these gloves on. Now we're gonna hit the triceps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're gonna go up another 10. I like to keep the weights. I like to keep the weights pretty even. 10-pound increments, that's my thing. And by my doing that, it allows for me to be able to keep up with my sets as I go. Because when fatigue sets in, you're gonna forget something. Trust me. Unless you're working out with somebody and they'll keep account with you. Oh! Woo! Go up another 10. Both sides. We're doing good. And because of this zigzag bar is so long, it still allows me to be able to use it in a straight bar fashion because of the rough on the end of the bar. I can still, grab it so that I can incorporate both heads of the bicep at one time. And right now, I'm pretty much rush for time. And if you ever rush for time, this is a good exercise to do to hit your arms and get them out of the way, and you're pretty much through. Yeah. Yeah! Woo! And remember, always make sure that you have an adequate amount of rest before you move to the next set. Because the last thing that you want to do is go into the next set without you getting your wind back. And you'll notice that with this particular exercises that I'm doing, and the way that I'm doing them, the amount of time spent in the gym will be less, but you still get the job did. Ooh. We're gonna add another 10. On both sides. So right now we're looking at about 115, and that's gonna probably take me out of my range of 10. But we're gonna use a little body English. Oh. Ah. Ooh. Still got my 10 in, so that's good. And it's like I said, and I can't overemphasize that enough, make sure you get your rest in between sets. I don't know if you can hear it or not. You get that snap, crackle, and pop in your elbow. And that comes from years of lifting real heavy weight. And it's like I said before, if I know then what I know now, I wouldn't have that issue. But I just think that you have to lift real heavy weight to get bigger. But time and experience have proved different. So let that be a lesson to you. You can actually wear your joints out using too heavy of a weight. And most of the guys that are using steroids and stuff like that, you'll notice that as they get older, their joints and stuff are pretty much super terrible. I mean, your joints and stuff can be bad for just lifting heavy, natural, but using steroids, you actually push the body beyond its capabilities. And simply because of doing that, you tend to do more damage to your joints. And once you come down off the drug, you'll find out that your body is in terrible condition. So, by all means, natural is the way to go. And you can get as big as you want to. Just take a little bit more time to do it, but that's the best way to do it. Again, subscribe, thumbs up, and I'll be talking to you later. Thanks for watching.